I love to collect fossils and start to have my creation museum here in the Philippines. Where can I possibly start? I mean, would it be possible that these fossils can be shipped to the Philippines?
Well, the answer to the last part is the answer. There are quite a few fossils that you can ship to the Philippines, and some that, like, remember we said we had to get a special permit to export a trilobite from Tasmania. Sorry, not Tasmania, from Kangaroo Island. Some we can't, but you'd be able to actually find fossil shops that would sell you quite a lot of things or sell you casts of the same. Now, having been to the Philippines, you want to know where to start. Well, when they dig drains around Manila, septic channels or things like that, get in there before they lay the pipes, because you've got lots of volcanic fossils all around that area there. I know I jumped in one and got some really great fossils. And when I was asked in Australia, did you get this off the surface? I said, no, it was way down, which was the truth. I didn't tell it was from a pre-septic channel or anything like that. But in reality, they were great fossil leaves and twigs and all of that, because the islands there are technically volcanic islands. You'll also find there are plenty of coal mines that have abundant fossils, because the coal in the Philippines, in many areas, because I've lectured in coal, I know quite a few of our coal mines were found for the same reason. Not people looking for coal, but looking for gold, right? Gold is so often associated with coal, it's not funny. Perhaps it's because an old gold miner told me, if you want to find gold, look for carbon in the rocks. And when I tried to find out what the connection is, nobody actually knows, except it's real and it's there. And in the Filipino mines, the coal mines, I came across a poor coal miner, and I said, what's the problem? Christian guy. He said, government rules the problem. I said, what do you mean government rules? He said, I can either have a coal mine or a gold mine, because my coal has got gold in it, but I'm only licensed for a coal mine at the moment. I can't mine both. And I thought, you poor bloke. But you're not asking about gold, so ignore the gold. You want the fossils. The fossils are in the coal or under the coal, and much of your coal is volcanic coal. Now, what I mean by that, northern New Zealand has got the same thing. Volcanic eruptions destroy forests in the same way floods do, and air is laminated just like water is, and they end up in layers dumped on one another and then suddenly buried. And it's not just a single leaf like this one, right? You'll have tons of leaves and tons of bark and tons of wood, and they'll simply basically be converted into carbon-rich compounds, which are coal. But a word of warning, most of your coal mining when I was there wouldn't pass any of our safety tests at all for daring to go into it. Most are really small scale. So ask the miners if they can actually get you some. That's where I'd suggest you start. Find out, I don't know what island you're on, I don't think you mentioned that, but the Philippines is full of fossil stuff like that. And if you contact even Joe in England, he's got much more access to fossil shops that will be likely to send you stuff in the Philippines than I have.